Coming up on global warming. Avaz.org, in an online campaign, says climate change is the greatest threat facing our world today, and we're almost out of time to stop it. Hello and welcome to New Consumer TV. Now this week we'll be climbing up 67 meters to get to the top of this wind turbine, which is the only turbine open to the public in the UK. Now we're in Swaffham, Norfolk, where there are plans to build another 6 of these by Ecotricity, the green energy provider. Well, we thought it was worth the 300-step climb all the way up just to get that little bit closer to the inner workings of this machine. Hello from the Eden Project in Cornwall. We're here to see the first eco-car exhibition in the world, and it's called the Sexy Green Car Show. We're going to find out what's so sexy about these cars. Driving the 53 miles from Brighton to London's Trafalgar Square, and my carbon footprint? Well, very close to zero, the organisers of this event would hope. It's World Environment Day, and the cars you see arriving at the square today are the vehicles of the future. Hydrogen fuel cells, hybrids, biofuels and electrics. Tony Juniper, Executive Director of Friends of the Earth, is with us here to talk about his new book. When speaking in the press and at events, you often sound less optimistic. How do you feel your views have changed in the past few years?
I think as time has gone by and one is fighting the little skirmishes, but I think if one looks at the big picture, by paradox, I think this is where we should be optimistic. And one of the philosophical shifts that has to occur.
So Steve Glazer is the founder of Revolve, the organisers of this event. So tell us, what is the aim of this rally?
The aim of this rally really is to bring...
How was the drive?
I drove 2 cars, the Ford Hydrogen Explorer and the Ford Hydrogen Focus, and you know, they are just fantastic.
This beats the Eiffel Tower any day. Now we could hardly hear it from the driveway, but coming up here closer, it sounds a bit like a faraway motorway, and it's actually going at full blast right now. It's actually very windy. So we expect it's going to be a very dark climb up 300 steps. And the blades come in last, right?
Yes.
And there's 3 blades. Now they look enormous. How heavy is one of these blades?
Each one is about 3 tons.
The granddaddy of vegetarian cars, in 1916, a Model T was designed by Henry Ford to run on ethanol or grain alcohol. Sure, it's taken us a long time to catch up. While air travel does continue to rise, actually the largest part of the increase in emissions that we're going to see in the next decade is due to road transport. How does the smart EV work? Well, it's pretty simple. You just plug it in. There are plans to build another 6 wind turbines in the area. What do you think of that?
I'm absolutely fine with it.
Stockings, makeup and posh frocks. Not what you'd naturally expect at a green event. But this is one of the world's largest ethical fashion shows. Here, ethical means stylish, chic, sophisticated and sexy. Running shoes and sports shoes have had a really bad reputation. What is ethical or green about these shoes?
Jingas are manufactured in Brazil, and the place where they're manufactured, there's no bonded labour.
And they look very comfortable.
Yeah,
as
they're
well.
incredibly comfortable, yeah.
Hello, we're here at People Tree, the fair trade and environmental fashion company. I'm here with Sarah. She's just made me a cup of fair trade coffee, predictably. How have you found it different to the conventional fashion industry?
It's producer focused.
Do you think you might look to buy a green car in the future?
Oh, definitely.
What did you think of the show?
It's fantastic.
Great, thank you. And if you want to find out more about... I have to say, after spending a couple of hours here with Nikki and Sean and her staff, I really feel like I am back in the UK. It's like a little bubble in the middle of the Big Apple, and you just don't want to leave it because it's nice and warm, and it's like being home. Ecotricity have submitted a planning application for 6 new wind turbines, enough to power up to 9,000 homes. The show is open until April the 15th. All the clothes that you've seen on the catwalk and in the stores today were made by designers who are committed to ending the exploitation of workers and to protecting the environment. Depending on what figures you actually look at, wind energy could provide up to 20% of the UK's energy needs. And one of the unexpected benefits of wind energy, which we've just found out about, is that the view is pretty spectacular.